A nuclear weapon not only damage the country intended to be attacked, but will also affect many surrounding countries.
Yes.
Right, yes.
It will make a lot of people sick, die, and damage their mental, physical, psychological, many things. And also, of course, will affect the economy and the food security of the whole world. It's not just the country that's being attacked or the aggressor country.
That's right, yes.
It's not like that. It's not that simple. And the effects of war will be felt long afterwards.
Yes.
Yes.
That's true.
Well, what's your question?
It's about Trump being in position and
yeah.
doesn't have to.
Yeah. That's what I meant. But he doesn't have to do anything. But of course, he will work like mad.
Yes.
It's not like he doesn't have to do anything. Like the peacemaking with other countries in the Arab world, etc., and Israel, it takes a lot of work.
Yes, right.
It took a lot of work for a long time. It's not so easy. Like, okay, Trump calls everybody, now we have peace, and then it's done. It's not like that, huh?
Yes, Master.
I wish it's like that. I wish heaven can come here and control everything. But the negative powers, they are rooted here.
Yes, right.
And they're making more and more influence by attacking and possessing vulnerable human beings and even animals to wage war against neighbors, against individual groups, or countries. You can see that.
Right.
Yes, Master.
So you see, when Trump was there, Russia was friendly with America.
Yes, that's right. True.
Visiting, handshaking all the time, smiling big from ear to ear.
Yes.
At least peace with Americans and Europe,
Yes, Master.
even though a little bit here and there. But I tell you what, I'm very disappointed with Russian leadership. They have their hands everywhere, and they're very aggressive.
Yes.
Yeah.
They don't care what they damage, as long as they achieve their goal, or even not. Even in Africa, I saw on the news that they tortured the natives. They went there and occupied some area or were present there for some reason and tortured the native people.
Oh.
Yeah, and killed them also.
Oh, God.
I saw it on the news. They have this kind of gripping iron hand
Yes.
because I think it's a leftover mentality of communism. They say the end result justifies the means, meaning they can do anything, however brutal and however inhumane they can do it, until they succeed.
Yes, Master.
Because they don't believe in heavens and hells and Buddha's teaching or Jesus, nothing. It's supposed to be like that. Communism. It's not supposed to believe in anything religious. So they are not afraid of doing any worst possible things against other human beings or animals, people even. One time in Sochi, I think, wherever the Olympic Games took place before, put in order to kill many dog people. A lot of dog people on the street because he say it's for babies. It was just an excuse to make it look clean and good for the Olympics. For example, like that. And Stalin, he killed so many millions.
Yes, Master.
It's not just now, it's before. Now, Putin's war brought back all these terrible atrocities from communism under Stalin.
Yes,
Master.
It's a very terrible thing to remember. Terrible, very sad thing to remember. Too much suffering. I don't believe in all this communist doctrine because if they exercise their power like that, from the Soviet Union to China and to Vietnam or to wherever, if they exercise all these kinds of atrocities, then I don't believe any of their doctrines, no matter how good they intended to broadcast their system to the world.
Right.
Yes, Master.
That's why most of the world is still in a free world system, and I'm glad so. I'm really happy it's like that. But if the war in Ukraine is lost, then I don't know. Many other countries will lose as well, and communism will expand further. With all this no faith system, no faith in heaven,
Yes, Master.
and just always terrorizing people into surrendering, terrorizing truly like that. Otherwise, what for do they keep bombing everything like that?
Yes, Master.
Where there is no trace of military presence even. Just like somewhere that people cannot defend, like hospitals, kindergartens, schools, basements where people just huddled together there to keep safe.
Right.
Just civilians, children, women. Oh, God. Because most men, they went out into the battlefield already
Yes.
Right, Master.
to defend for their country. Only the women or left children or elderly are still around in any village because they don't have anywhere to go. Even if they wanted to be refugees in Poland, for example, like 7 million already went to be refugees. Almost 7 million Ukrainians up to date. I read on the news like that. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
And some cannot go to be refugees elsewhere because they don't have money to go.
Oh,
Yes,
understand.
yes.
Like farmers, they have only so much and they rely on their harvest every year to live on.
Yes,
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 master.
And they have just a simple farmhouse or some few cattle somewhere maybe. So they cannot even quickly sell anything to go because everybody left already.
Yes.
And their whole life they know only farming. Where would they go? What can they do?
Yes.
If they left their farm, they have nothing.
Yes,
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 master.
master.
So because of that, Russia can bomb them. They have no means to escape, no weapons to defend themselves.
Yes,
Yes.
master.
So it's truly beyond evil, truly beyond devil. So now you can see what I say is not from personal emotion only. It is logic. It's all for the world.
Yes,
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 master. Right.
It's truly like that. Because Ukraine has nothing to do with me.
Right. Yes.
Right, Master.
I did not even know where Ukraine was on the map. Yeah, of course, if I see the map, I would know.
Yes.
But they have nothing to do with me. I said that I have some Ukrainian disciples, but I have disciples everywhere.
Right.
Right,
Right.
master.
Yes.
It's not just for the disciples. Of course, I wish them well and to be protected. But it's not personal, nothing personal. I do not hate Russia, you know already.
Yes.
Yes,
That's
yes.
right. Yes.
I keep telling you, Russian people, the normal people are very nice. It's just these evil, ambitious leaders and gangs are never satisfied with what they have already. Just greedy, want to conquer more, and control the neighbors and then the world with their evil scheme. Is that enough for your question?
Yes, master. Thank you.
All right, next.
The former Brazilian president and the current presidential candidate, Lula da Silva, blames President Zelensky for the war in Ukraine. Is he correct, Master?
Even 5 years old can tell you the answer.
Yes, Master.
I'm glad you asked for everyone else. It's just that, how can Zelensky keep asking for peace from Russia before
Yes.
with no condition, and wrote a letter to Vladimir Putin, the president of Russia, through his best friend, one of Putin's best friends and supporters, Abramovich, through him even, because he worried Putin will not receive his letter or ignore it, or maybe his secretary wouldn't want him to see. So he gave it through his friend, and Putin read the letter and threatened to thrash Zelensky even, just asking for peace. And with how many peace negotiations already? Russia did not want peace. He wants Ukraine.
Yes.
He wants to control Ukraine and the vast treasure of food,
Oh, yes,
Yes,
master.
master.
so they can control Europe and Africa and other countries in the world because of the food supply.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
Because food is very essential to everybody, to any nation.
Right.
So if you control food, you control everyone. Do you hear that?
Yes,
Yes,
master.
Without gas, maybe people can use wood to cook,
Right.
coal to cook, or solar power. Without gas and oil, we can use even solar ovens, natural biogas to cook, wind power, wave power, thermal power, all that to heat the home or to cook food. But without food, how can people survive? That's the cruelest thing to control, food.
True, Master.
Yes, master.
Without food, what to cook with?
Correct.
Yes,
Yes,
Understand,
master.
Without oil, they can maybe import oil from Venezuela, from Libya, finally somewhere,
Yes.
Yes.
Arab countries. Without food, you cannot do anything.
Right.
That's
Yes.
true.
No matter if you have gold, diamonds, oil, gas with you, without food, how do you cook? How do you survive?
Yes.
Understand,
Master.
master.
That's why Russia wants Ukraine.
Right.
The primary object no matter what kind of flowery words they try to weave around it. It is the main point.
Yes,
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 Master.
Master.
Oh, Zelensky has tried his best already. Sent his team to the table, even got poisoned by Russia already. What else to do? I told you last time, Putin even poisoned his own friend, so-called friend and supporter,
yes.
Yes.
the tycoon Abramovich, in order to get sympathy. Some little PR, public relations. Oh, man. If it's not the devil's tactic, then what is?
Right.
There's no way to run away from that.
Yes,
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 Master.
Master.
Nothing you can explain away from it. This Mr. Lula, he wants to be the next president of Brazil against Mr. Bolsonaro, the present president of Brazil. But I think he will lose.
Oh.
Well, I wish he would lose. Anyway, he just wants to make noise.
Yes,
Yes.
Understand.
He hopes that Russia will help him to win.
Oh, wow.
And Russia is big because America will not will not help him. So Russia might, because they think Russia helped Trump, but it's not like that.
True, Master.
Yes, Master.
No, Trump won by himself. They just blame everything to degrade President Trump.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
No, I don't like that. You know, you cannot win by degrading others.
That's right.
Right.
That's very petty, very cheap, don't you think?
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master. I agree.
Just to make noise. Anyway, what for Zelensky would not want peace? Tell me, huh? He was sitting as a president, pretty, and everything was fine until Russia jumped in, invaded, and killed his people.
Yes.
And he still had patience and sent a team to go to the table to negotiate peace with Russia.
Right, Master.
And now blaming Zelensky. Whoever does that is either evil also or stupid. Oh my God.